Maverick traders, welcome out to your currency recap. It is March 31st. Corey here with you. We're going to go through meaningful news today. We're going to talk about preparation for trade tariff day on Wednesday, and we're going to talk about what currencies are moving. It's rotated into a little bit more of a risk-off environment.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional Forex and crypto traders. Maverick Currencies is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional Forex and currency trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
All right, so today, if you look at markets, there wasn't a ton of movement, but equities gapped lower and then rebounded to positive on the day. Commodities were very strong. Oil up 3.5, gold up 1.4. That was really the news story as commodities boomed. Markets are waiting for tariff news due out on Wednesday. You know, this is the big trade date that is set, April 2nd. And I think markets are going to be building anticipation into that event. Does Trump back off a little bit and start to kind of play things a little bit safer, or does he go aggressive and throw caution to the wind and just kind of slap tariffs and really go full bore? I mean, that's the debate. That's the question. I would say markets have not been anticipating him to be as aggressive as he has been, and that's where they've continually repriced and adjusted accordingly. So right now we're in a little bit more of a risk-off environment. You can see money flowing into the Japanese yen, US dollar, more defensive currencies, out of commodity currencies like CAD, Aussie, Kiwi, even with those commodities having stellar days. Gold up, oil up. So a little bit of a risk-off environment in the currency markets. Oil and gold strong, everything else relatively flat. If we look at crypto, the most aggressive of the crypto there, Litecoin, down sharply. So people playing it safe, hiding out in a little bit more of the defensive cryptos, I would say. But for this week, or this year rather, gold has vastly outperformed crypto in 2025. Certainly has not outperformed in a 10-year span, but has outperformed thus far. We can see the trend is lower. Market outlook is still more bearish than anything. And if you were to chart this out, you'd say, okay, we're below a 20, which is downward sloping. We're below a 50, which is downward sloping. We just tested support and we're bouncing. But this might be just a temporary bounce before the subsequent breakdown. So we've found support at the bottom of the range. That's important. That at least shows that there's some support, some buying interest that came in today, and we'll see if this can hold. You know, could it double bottom? Possibly. Most of the time they don't, and you ultimately end up breaking that support. You can see that for this week on we've got the Aussie news results out tonight late. We've got non-farm payrolls, and it's not listed here, but really Wednesday is that tariff/trade date, you know, and it is going to have some volatility to it. So people are anticipating what might be happening there with that news. So let's look at some currencies. Usually a -1 to 0 to +1. We're kind of ignoring a little bit, and we're focused on things that are out here on the strong side and out here on the weaker side. And so there are some potential matches. You could buy euros or yen or US dollars. You would want to short Kiwi or Aussie against it. Certainly if you're going to play crypto to the downside, Litecoin is the weakest. Let's look at a couple of charts here and see what we're looking at. So we'll start with the Japanese yen. Now, out of the three that we highlighted as potential buys, the yen is not the strongest, but I like the pattern set up here. I like the fact that it's basically kind of a cup and handle type of dynamic. You can still see more bullish than anything. Upward sloping moving average on a buy signal RSI has been making higher highs and higher lows, recent pullback, but should start to slope back upward. I think the yen can come up and break out to the upside possibly. If you wanted something that's already broken out, which, is not a bad thing at all, US dollar has done so. We just broke out. I would prefer US dollar on the long side to the Japanese yen for my trades. So, that would be my preference, long U.S. dollar. But I wanted to highlight a couple of them as possible candidates. And then on the bearish side, we've got Aussie as a downward trend. You can see downward sloping moving averages on sell signals and downward sloping, downward trending RSIs. Kiwi, same thing, but even more bearish. Downward slope, sell signals, downward trending RSIs. Kiwi and Aussie both looking more bearish as possible trades. So the obvious trade, short the Kiwi or short the Aussie against US dollars on the long side. If you wanted to play in crypto land, again, Litecoin, just more bearish. Downward trend on sell signals, downward sloping, downward trending, all the classic characteristics for Litecoin to trade. Probably gonna pierce down here in the 70s in the near term within the next couple of days. So Litecoin very much on the bearish side. Risk off environment, again, try to play where there's extra strength or extra weakness and match those up. We're going into Wednesday's tariff trade news day, and that's going to be the major event, I think, for the week ahead. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next time.